This series will be remembered for many things. It has been one of the best cricket series of all time. I asked Ben Stokes that question, that sport, every time we see something fantastic, we realize, or we think that this is the best of sport, and thereafter you realize that sport can actually overdo that, or can make you feel, oh, it can get better and better. So in many ways, this series has been a stellar one. I've covered cricket for over 25 years, and if I think back, I will say this will rank as one of the very best series of all time. And a few things make me say that. One of the few things that make me say that is the human side of it. We want these players to be superhuman. That's why they're stars. We want these performers to do things that normally human beings wouldn't do. And that's what this series was all about. Take Lords. A young man, a British Asian guy, all of a sudden with a broken finger, comes out and bowls that ball that gives England victory. That's real tribute to Shoaib Bashir. The human side of Shoaib Bashir, the resilience of Shoaib Bashir, the commitment of Shoaib Bashir. Bashir isn't one of those people that you celebrate that much. Bashir isn't one of those people who will say is as flamboyant as a Stokes or a Root or even a Vokes. Bashir is one of those people who's more a support cast. But when you think back, 170, India could have won that game. Shoaib Bashir, not even supposed to bowl, breaks down all of the barriers and comes and delivers that last wicket for England. That's what the human side of it, what human beings can do, break down every barrier. If Bashir did that at Lords, Pant went one better in Manchester in the very next match. A man with a broken foot, that's what it is. He's a man with a broken foot, and all of a sudden, he comes into the Manchester Test, the impact on that particular day, wearing a black jacket and bare feet. He was not wearing anything in his feet, not even boots, not even the moon boot. So he had come like that. He was wearing chappals, Rishabh Pant. And then when that wicket fell, all of a sudden, the entire press box was standing. They were trying to understand what on earth is going on. How is it that Shardul Thakur, who was the batter out, was not even going in? Shardul Thakur was actually standing there. What the hell is going on here? And then we see hobbling down the steps of Manchester, that change room, was a man named Rishabh Pant. The entire stadium could not believe what they were seeing. The barrier, the human endurance had taken a very different thing. The barrier, the pain threshold, something that Dinshaw Padiwala keeps talking to us about. All of these barriers were being broken by the Rishabh Pant of Manchester. I know people have said, why would he do it, etc., etc. Please, for God's sake, celebrate the human spirit of Rishabh Pant. That's what defined India. Close your eyes. And one of the picture postcard moments of this series will be Rishabh Pant hobbling down the steps of Manchester, coming out and scoring those 17 runs, getting to that 50, hitting Bryden Cast for a 6. Unbelievable resilience. If you thought you had seen the end of it there, if you had thought that, oh, you've seen somebody with a broken foot and this is the maximum that this series can deliver, come the Oval and come Chris Vokes. On day one, he, in fact, right in front of us where our press boxes, the press overflow seats are, that's where he tumbled and had a dislocated shoulder. When England needed him from the very morning, this man, clearly he couldn't move one hand, and he decides to come down the steps of that Oval change room with a bat in hand to come and do it for England. That's what Chris Vokes and the human spirit was all about. Again, it was resilience. Again, it was commitment. He was writhing in pain, gut-wrenching pain every time. He was even running a single. But that did not stop Chris Vokes from turning up for his side. So when you celebrate the series, when you celebrate India, when you celebrate England, when you celebrate Siraj, when you celebrate Root, you also celebrate a Bashir, a Pant, a Vokes. Most importantly, you celebrate human spirit. And that is what we are trying to celebrate as part of this video. Because for 2 months, we have been chronicling superhuman performances, but also side by side with the superhuman performances, there is a celebration of human spirit. And that is what this is all about.